let's get started. I can see comment sections. Everything says we're live and should be working just fine. So I've just got to finish up the edges on this little cube I'm working on here, and then we'll get over to the big cube. So I've got, this is the 6th layer in this cube. So the first 5 layers relatively quick, right? 4 or 5 hours. This 6th layer has taken me about 4 hours alone. Mike, how you doing? I am alive. It's alive. So, and I'm judging my time on how much I spent on this based on the two-hour podcasts I watched earlier today. It's like, how much work did I get done in those 4 hours? I almost got through the 6th layer. Louie, how you doing? Horrible day at work. Got a set start date on the new gig. Right on. Very good, very good. For anyone popping in, I'm live across multiple platforms, all under the same username. If you're on TikTok, you can find all those platforms in the link tree. If you're on mobile, in my bio. So you're forgetting today with a twisted tea. You're forgetting today with a twisted tea. Mike is surviving, trying to relax, and yeah, we shall see. Right on, right on. Very good. I have a situation, right? Something has either died in my basement and I can't find it. But I came down earlier today. There was a slight off smell. A couple of flies. And this evening I came down and there were more flies. So I went cleaning up everything, getting rid of the flies. And there's only like 10 or so flies, right? Don't click his OnlyFans link. It's not what you think. It's not. It's. If you can find my OnlyFans link, let me know. Yeah, so I came downstairs this evening, and the smell was stronger, shall we say? So we checked everywhere. I don't see any dead things anywhere, but the sump pump room stinks. So it's either that or the fan in the bathroom down here, something got in there. So we poured some bleach in the sump pump, and it's not like overwhelming. The herbal smoker in me says use Ozium, you prefer lemon scent, but new car versus baby powdery. So tomorrow I'm going to go and open up the screen on the fan vent. Where did that ring go? And we'll see what we see. I just have a ring disappear on me. That's not it. What in the world? I did just have a ring, right? I'm not hallucinating. Anyway, I guess we'll... Hang on. I mean, okay. So yeah. Something's gone horribly wrong in my basement. I don't know what it is. It's not the end of the world, but something's off. So I gotta clean the vent for the fan in the bathroom out tomorrow, and then hopefully I find nothing. We'll see. Check the toilet or bed, it will turn up, yeah. It's something. Uh-oh. Live access for mute. What? No. My live's not. appeal. I just got booted off of TikTok. It's going to take 24 hours to review. What the heck? Let's see if we can go. Live access suspended. I can't go live until September 10th. What the crap was that? TikTok just, yeah. I just got booted off of TikTok. Someone, probably because he said something died. Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully, I repealed it. Hopefully, they'll review it. This is why we, I guess I don't need that up anymore. This is why we stream to multiple platforms. Barb, how you doing? I really hope that gets reinstated. That's annoying. There's no... other platforms don't compare. Period. There'll be like 2 to 3 viewers total on TikTok when you got booted. That's why you came over here, because multiple platforms. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming over, Louie. I just wish that, like, everyone else could come over. But... Alright, so that's done. 6 layers complete. We'll keep working on this one until I have it the size of... well, the size I need to get it to. I need to go... what do you call it? You prefer it to my Twitch to YouTube? Suburban Mom hat. Oh, it's you, Louie. Fair enough. Alright, yeah. My YouTube's got like a compression thing. I don't know what's going on. Alright. So that... it is what it is. Let's get some work done on this cube. I'm mostly just putting on these Byzantine strips. Got you on all platforms. YouTube has a big delay compared to the two, but you probably just saved you from TikTok doom scroll. There you go. Now you can have a YouTube doom scroll. My guess is that I said mattress. Reading Mike's comment. And if it wasn't that, someone just stopped by and reported the account. That's usually how those things work. Come on. So, let me do this. There we go. You're on Twitch right now and your other buddy's in France, so he isn't even awake to stream. Fair enough. Alright, so where were we? Dead things in the basement. Got that covered. Gonna go check the fan vent, see if I find anything. Hope I don't. I got, apparently my son did not do a lot of the homework he had over Labor Day weekend. So I spent several hours with him this evening after school, getting all caught up. I think we got everything done, but only time will tell. You don't get notified when you're live anymore and you don't know how to fix that? On Facebook, I don't know if there's a way that you can. right? I don't think there's anything you can do for Facebook notifications. There's not like a what do you call it? Like YouTube's got the bell when you want to get notifications. Go into the follow settings and change it from some to all. Yeah, there you go. There. Jeez Louise. You get the YouTube notification and Twitch notifications. Yeah, by default, it only notifies you of some. Yeah. Alright, so I've got to get 2 more of these Byzantine strips, and then 1 for each of these big rings. The big rings take like half an hour to put on, but the little pieces of Byzantine, they're pretty quick. It's getting all the black and stainless rings, you know, back into round that has been the biggest, what do you call it? Time-consuming process of this project. Andrew, how you doing? Okay. You'll have to dip here and head to bed. Funeral in the morning for a resident before work tomorrow. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, you know, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Oh, God. I don't think I've lost any rings in here yet. But I just almost lost that one. I'm doing all right. Getting some much needed work done. Getting this monstrosity finished up. It's like, and I've got the funding to. This is going to be. It's going to have a galvanized pipe display that it's going to hang from. And so I sold a cube, and that is going to fund the display for this. And I will have one of my 10 to 15. Oh, I did not fix the one that was messed up at the end of the stream yesterday. Which one was that? I totally forgot about that. I was screwing around today. That's what I get for slacking off. Instead of working on fixing all the black and stainless rings or fixing that issue, it's this one right here. See if I can just... Ah! There we go. Thank you for reminding me. Barb sent you a DM with the screenshot of where to go. Oh, okay, yeah. TikTok is being dumb and Twitch is a black screen. That's why you're over here. Twitch is a black screen. That's weird. I might need to... I don't know. Louis was just on Twitch. I don't know what's going on. I just got booted off of TikTok for lives. I think someone just, like, kind of sniped me as they were going by. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was going. I hadn't even been live 10 minutes, and then... I believe, like, my guess is I either got in trouble for saying something or someone came by and just reported it. So I hope that they get it resolved in 24 hours like they said. So we'll see. But I've only ever had one other issue with TikTok, so I'm sure that it'll be fine. You're doing dangerous activities, yeah. No, but that reminds me, I do need to put a Band-Aid on my knuckle before I attempt to finish that ring that I left unfinished yesterday. Alright, I don't know why this song is so loud. It's like music will be going, everything's going just fine, the volume's normal, and then one of these songs will pop up and it's twice as loud as everything else for some reason. I don't know. Like, I use Streamlabs to stream to multiple platforms, right? And I pay for Pretzel Rock to provide music. And the music selection it's okay. It's nothing spectacular, nothing to write home about, right? But that, like, volume change, why is that in there? I don't know. Maybe not enough people have complained about it. Maybe I need to complain. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? Oh, alright, so that's done. Let's grab a couple rings here. See if we can't finish up this one I was working on last night. Here we go. Alright. So I did move the overhead camera around a little bit. It's farther up and... well, it's farther up. I'll put it that way. It gives a little bit better view of my workspace, which helps when I have projects this large. I think I have enough zoom to get away with, if I work on a smaller project, it's not going to be that big of a deal. If I just zoom in a little bit for people. So we'll see how that works out. It's not exact, it's like a $300 camera. It had a 10x zoom, which was good. I do have seat covers on my store still. Yeah, they're still there. Okay, why? Is everything? Is that good? I think that's good. So I need some seat covers for my truck. And I need to order some stuff for myself to wear on stream. It's like I'm the only one pushing my stuff, so I gotta be my own mascot, you know what I mean? Just bucket seats. So you can get printed bench seats, but it's a whole other supplier that I don't deal with at all. And not that their stuff is quality, it's just I don't sell enough stuff to justify paying for their services on top of paying for their products and top of paying for shipping and everything else. Like, they exist, that is not something I can do right now. Maybe one day. Alright, is Mike still hanging out? I was going to ask him how much his cube weighs. I know how much it's supposed to weigh when it's done, but there's, I think his is going to weigh like over 200 pounds. This one will only be 30. I'm excited to get this done because there's a lot of other smaller projects that I want to get to. There we go. I guess I can get something boring for the back, so you just want to keep the seats in your new car nice, and why not do it in style? Yeah, if you use discount code LIVESTREAM, I think you get 20% off. All one word, lowercase, LIVESTREAM. For people who come hang out on my stream. Good. So, oh, I didn't know. I think somewhere deep down I did know. Like, I knew your name. So it was familiar to me. But in the moment, I had not yet put that together that you were him and he was you and... Whoa. Dang it, I just did it again. If I flip this whole thing over... There it is. Better just flip it over and try again. All right. Okay, so, yeah, were you watching when my TikTok stream went down? see here. I'm going to check. Let's see how on top of stuff they are. It says warning on my account. Hang on. Come on. Oh, my appeal wasn't even reviewed by a human. Whatever. Alright, I guess I won't be on TikTok for a week. No, that's why you thought it was on your end? I gotcha. Yeah. Sorry, I'm irritated at TikTok. Dang it, that's where most of your views are. Yeah, there and Instagram, those are the only two platforms that I've ever done well on. That's alright. That appeal process sucks, though. Whatever. Yeah, and I mean that is like, okay, I've tried going live on Instagram before, and that is a waste of time, right? You think there's a delay with YouTube? There's like a 5 to 6 minute delay on Instagram for me. There was, at least the last time I tried to go live. So TikTok, the only camera angle that's different. All of them are this angle, and yes, TikTok is the only one that is my phone right there. Where am I working? There it is. Ah. Yeah. And I would have more cameras and more angles if I had more money. But I can't complain. I just had a large sale, so it is what it is. You finally might be getting a raise. Right on. Can we post like hour-long videos to TikTok now? I should just record this and then post the whole thing. That'd be funny. What's going on here? There we go. All right. So, how much of a raise are you getting? And like, is it because you do good work? Because you got time in? Because you said, hey, I need more money in order to survive in this economy, otherwise I won't be able to make it to work. All of those are valid reasons. So I only get, what is it called? I get a raise once a year, and it's a cost of living allowance increase for that's adjusted off the rate of inflation. So it's like $200 to $300 a year, or I should say it can be as high as $200 to $300 a year. So this wants to fight me. And that's, you know, it's supposed to keep up with inflation, but it doesn't, so whatever. It's like my biggest concern right now is, it's like my taxes just doubled. So next year, next March, we're going to be hit really hard when my mortgage company adjusts my escrow. So I don't think anybody's happy about the change in this town that I live in, but nobody's going to do anything about it either. It's like, okay, inflation goes up, the value of the house goes up, so therefore my taxes go up, right? So when inflation comes back down and the value of my house comes back down, are my taxes going to go back down? They're supposed to, right? I'll hold my breath. It's like, nope, your houses are worth this much. It's like, it's not real value. It's the government printing money. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. I got a novel to read here. You don't know how much, but every certification you get is supposed to be a bump in pay along with yearly evaluations. Your last pay increase was last July due to evaluation. You've got at least 2 new certifications since then as well. Right on. Your manager asked if it was currently studying for a new cert. You told him no. He asked you if you're going to start a new cert. I said no. He asked why. I told him still haven't received compensation from the last 2 major ones, so you're not getting anything new until you get recognition for those. All right, there you go. That's good. That's good. It's good that, like, I realize that, you know, they should have recognized your improvement when you got the certifications initially, right? But it is good that they are paying you more when you become more skilled, right? Like, that is a good thing in a company. The worst thing you can have in a company is, oh, we're all like family here. That's if someone ever says that, if you're at a job interview and they're like, oh, we treat each other like family here, run. It's going to be the most toxic environment you've ever been in. Hooray. Yeah, he said he'll talk to the owner. Good, good. And I don't know what you do, but it's like, doesn't matter if it's warehouse work or computer programming. Okay, the skill development, skill improvement is it's like, if they're not going to pay you to do it, then why are you there? Hang on a sec. I'm going to double check something. There we go. Okay. Okay. It looks like I'm just screwed on being able to get back on. Alright, and yeah, you're the only company in Houston that can do multifamily inspections. You're highly valuable to the company. Right on. Told your manager you currently make 19 an hour. Another company's hiring at 20 with zero search. Just put that out there. Yeah, it sounds like you should get a significant raise. You know, like if the market is determining that your value new with no certifications is more than what you're getting paid, then that's a problem. I see that happening in nursing quite a lot. Like I had many years experience and I would get hired on at like $75K a year, and then some new nurse fresh out of school would come in and have somehow managed to negotiate a higher salary than me. And it's like, what is this? Why do you guys do this? That's why, they're like, oh, you shouldn't be talking about your salaries. There's nothing illegal about talking about how much money we make. There is something illegal about screwing people over. And I'm not an expert, but... But yeah, more money, especially in this economy, right? Shit's ridiculous. It's not going to get fixed until they cut spending, and which is probably not going to happen anytime soon, and stop printing money to make up for the fact that they don't collect enough in taxes to justify what they cost. So it's going to be bad for a while. Same situation happened in the 80s under Reagan, and he had a Fed chair named Volcker, and Volcker slammed the interest rate up to like 20% or something, which crashed the economy, but it brought inflation under control. And I don't know if that's what should be done, but that's what they did, and it worked. Now the economic situation of this country is a lot different than it was then. I don't know what the national debt was in the 1980s, but it wasn't 35 trillion with another 220 in unsecured liabilities. Right? If you get in trouble for discussing pay, you shouldn't be there. I've only ever gotten in trouble for it working at Olive Garden. It's our corporate policy not to discuss it. It's like, bro, we're making $6 an hour to bus tables. It's not a huge part of your budget there, my guy. Of the restaurant businesses that I worked at, I made the most money at Olive Garden. I had the most fun at a Mexican restaurant called Cafe Olé in Boise. Red Robin was terrible to work for. And then, like, the only other restaurant job I worked beyond that was Wendy's. I enjoyed working at Wendy's. 99% because I had a good boss who was fun to work for. Like, he had the same maturity level as the rest of us. We all acted like we were 5 years old. And, you know Olive Garden? But he could motivate everyone to get the work done. And he didn't talk to you like you were an idiot. As was the case with every other boss I've had, pretty much. I had 2 female bosses. You know Cafe Olé in Boise, Idaho? Seriously? That's crazy. I had 2 female bosses while I was in the military. They worked together. One was the major, one was the captain, and the major was training the captain. Right? They were ecstatic. They were excellent. I was ecstatic to work for them. Right? You lived in Weiser, Idaho for a while? Nice. Small world. Excuse me. Alright, all those are done. We can throw a large ring on here. Trying to think of other. I had a good boss out in Iraq, right? In the civilian side, in nursing, like there were no people that I enjoyed working for. Right? Like, once I left the military, the civilian sector of nursing is, it's pretty garbage. So, it's like, I left bedside care fairly quickly. I was like, yeah, this is not worth the headache. And did like home health stuff for the last couple years that I was working. So, how'd you go from Weiser, Idaho to Houston? Those are 2. Well, I mean, I went from Boise, Idaho to San Antonio, so I guess it's not out of the question. But most people I know in Idaho have never left Idaho, much less moved somewhere else. Everyone still lives within. Well, no, that's not true. One guy moved to Guam. I think it's Guam. He became an economic advisor to the government of Guam. And if it wasn't Guam, it was an island somewhere. You lived everywhere: Utah, Vegas, Arizona, and now Texas? Oh, right on. Well traveled. It's like, that's the thing with people here in Wisconsin. Most people I've met have never lived more than an hour away from where they grew up. You know? And I think that's most people. It's like, you want to live close to your family and friends, and if there's no reason to move across the country, you don't. like my grandma's getting older, my dad's getting older, and I wish I lived closer. I'm going to try and go out there and visit next year. Multiple places in each state. Moved out here when you met your wife. You knew she was the one. Well, congratulations. Yeah, I'm going to try and go back out and visit my dad and my grandma next summer. That's my goal. Try and get my brother to come home from Japan. So I would have gone out this year, especially after my dad had a heart attack, but he seems to be doing okay. It's like, I definitely need to make it out there. You know, and in the case of emergency, I'll go out, but... I'm like, but Sean, a heart attack's an emergency. It's like, yeah. He pulled through. And he seems to be on the mend pretty well, so. They live in Boise. They both live down in Garden City. Right off the river. There's my grandma's house, and then a crappy little trailer down there. There's a lot of crappy little trailers down there, but one of them is one that I spent some time growing up in. So whenever I call my dad, he tells me about all these fixes he's had to do to this trailer that's it's probably 70 years old. Or, I'm sorry, it's probably 50 years old. It's older than me for sure. So my dad just like keeps it together with some baling wire and some spray paint and it still functions as a home. Like built in the 70s? Yeah, something like that. It was my great-grandmother Joy's trailer, and she is my grandmother's mom. And when she was no longer able to take care of herself, she moved in with my grandma. And my dad had gone through 2 nasty divorces. And my grandparents owned the plot and the trailer that my grandma Joy had lived in. And so he was staying there for a while. But then my grandma Joy passed and he got comfortable. It's like he didn't want to own a house. He didn't want to deal with it. So it's just been living a bachelor life in this trailer for... the last 30 years maybe. And he goes mountain biking. Well, he did. And whitewater rafting, and he just did whatever he wanted. It's like after 2 rough marriages, he was like, yeah, I'm done. Because my mom cleaned him out, God rest her soul. And then, yeah, it was lucky that like the timing was kind of right for my dad to be able to move into my great-grandma's trailer. And then he bought it from my grandparents. Oh. Oh, okay. I need a Band-Aid for my knuckle. Nope. I'm going to have to go buy some more Band-Aids. But yeah, my mom cleaned him out, and then he married my stepmom, and he gave her a bunch of money, and then the government... Did I take any pain meds today? No, why? He gave my stepmom a bunch of money after she went schizo, and the government was like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. And the only reason he had given her any money at all was because she had paid for a bunch of stuff from the life insurance policy of her former husband, who had been crushed in an accident. Well, that's like right here. I didn't take, like, I have my regular medication, right? Like my gabapentin and my Imitrex, but that's, I don't have any, well, ibuprofen. I don't have anything stronger than that. So it's just me reacting to my neck. It does hurt. It hurts all the time. It's all right here, and then down the back side of my arm to these two fingers here. These two. And it's like, that's what happens when you have a pinched nerve in your neck, and it's just something I have to live with. So, like, and yeah, doing this aggravates it. But you know, I can go drink the pain away. Or I can get stuff done. So I'd rather just get stuff done and deal with it. And if I get real bad, like 2 weeks ago now, I think, week and a half ago, I had a migraine for a week straight. So I was like, yeah, screw this. I'm not doing nothing else. Just gonna lay here. Go away, you stupid fly. How many is that? 5, 6, 15 large rings to go. Yeah, don't let people pick you up and then throw you on your head. So that's my life advice. And don't work with people who are like incompetent. Yeah, woohoo is right. I'm excited. I want to be done. I want to be done. Though I think I have all these 16 gauge 3/8 spring steel rings left. I do want to do one more project with them. So and I think I have enough rings to do that project. Problem is, I need to continue to be vigilant about my journey of finishing up all these projects I have laying around. Right? Like all this, well, some of the stuff over here, a lot of it's been cleaned up. I have gotten through a lot, right? Byzantine. How many more Byzantine strips do I need? Let's see here. There's 8. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12. And then yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go with 72 more Byzantine rings, which I've got a lot of work to do on that. So. Oh, you're not putting on a strip before adding those rings? No, because like where they're at, I can add, right? And then add a big ring here, and a big ring here, and a big ring here. And it's not like I'm not what do you call it? Restricted yet. So I could, you know, I can still add 4 Byzantine rings to this and to this, and I'll put one, you know, big ring here and here, depending on how much time we have tonight. But I only have 1 strand of Byzantine left. So I've got this bin to make some more from, which is 1/4 of the way full, right? So instead, like I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the stream, instead of re-rounding all these black and stainless rings, I put a 6th layer on this cube, and that took like 5 hours. So I would have more. This is my last little strand of Byzantine here. So I've only got 1 left, but I can add these 4 rings without jeopardizing my ability to add the Byzantine rings. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Project blows your mind. It's so awesome. Right on. I hope to blow some minds with this and my next project and the project after that. And I've got 4 solid projects. 3 of them I'm fairly certain how I'm going to do them. And then the 4th one I'm not too sure of. I don't even know how even to begin. But if I can be successful at what have I done here? What's going on? I must have done this last time. The last 2 times. No. Get out of my face, you bug. Derp, derp, derp. Yeah, it's a pretty unique project. It's not overly complicated. It's just big. However, like I don't think anyone's ever done anything similar, and you know, it's not like I came up with any of these weaves or anything. It's just a big project that I managed to be successful at. Okay, something's going on here. Whoa, whoa. What did I do here? Goodness. Okay, where am I at? Oh, you did that when putting your ring together? Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, I've done it like 3 times now. Not this one. This one's fine. But that one I just fixed, and then like the one before it, I don't know what I'm doing. It's like I've never done this before. Okay, I'm just going to take this back apart. Because I don't see where I screwed up. Ow, that was my chest. Yeah. Well, there's nothing like doing something repetitively over and over and over again, and then getting to the end of your project and doing and screwing it up multiple times in a row. You know? And it's not, it's like the same mistake. There we go. It just, you know, I'm human. I make mistakes. It is what it is. And the last hack sack you made, you added a whole extra row before you noticed what you did. Yep. So why isn't this working? I've done it this way 100 times. Yeah. I don't do that all of the time. Just some of the time. Okay. How many large rings are in the piece? Something like 100. Yeah, 95. 95 large rings. And one of the projects, one of the 3 other projects that I mentioned, right? I'm considering using SandWyrm as like the basis for the weave. We'll see. It's like I need to experiment more with weaves that become rigid over time, or rather weaves that are relatively rigid, right? Like full Persian's okay, but even this is, now that it's all kind of settled and, you know, it's loosened up more than I would have liked, right? And when I tried to make these into rings before, it did not work. It's not a dragon, is it? No, I don't have enough rings to do SandWyrm with that one. I might order more rings to do SandWyrm with that one. But the dragon is probably a next year project. Especially if I focus on these projects I have laying around. And work on those instead of, you know, the 10 to 15 projects I want to make for a gallery, right? So, but I have a dragon written down. Get away from me, fly. I don't know how I'm going to go about doing that one. Especially when it comes to, like, the head. Get away from me. Frickin' bugs. No, but a dragon is kind of a must. Right? Like, if I'm going to flex on anyone doing this, I can make that a better closure. There we go. You know, but that's probably double the number of rings that I've used in this, so I'm just guessing. You weren't serious, but that's awesome. You're excited to eventually see that one? Yeah. Let's hope I can get to it. Because if you do something like that, you know, you got to make it stand like all of the rest of them. So that's going to be a trick, because it's going to be very heavy. And it can't pull itself apart. That's right, it can't just be all floppy wobbly. No, it's got to be like this is solid, right? You move one piece of this, the whole thing moves. Pick it up, the whole thing comes up, right? It's fairly solid. It does wiggle a little bit, but there's not much room for movement. And we did a lot of work to make sure there wasn't any room for movement. So that's right. But yeah, what do I got? I got a bunch of leather work to do for the belts and the guitar straps that I need to finish up. So I need to clear off this table next to me. And get my leather tools out and make a leather and chainmail guitar strap, which is going to drive me nuts, but I'll be happy when it's done. I've made several belts, and I was just using like belt buckles and chainmail. But the way the belt buckles connected to the chainmail was kind of sketchy, and I didn't care for it. So, and I didn't care for where the chainmail connected to the belt buckle, right? And I've worn them around, and they're functional and everything. But I want to take a little bit of the material off, and where the chainmail connects to the belt buckle, I want it to be a leather connection between the chainmail and the belt buckle. And where the belt buckle connects to the belt, I want that to be leather, right? Like a regular belt. And then the area in between can be all chainmail. I don't care. I want it to be all chainmail. Did I screw up something? I sure did. Damn fly. Fortunately for me. Alright, so I had to rotate this one because I oriented it the wrong way when I connected it, which is my fault. I need a better... So by forcing it around, ow, you can change the direction of it. It's a pain in the butt. I don't recommend doing it this way. I recommend orienting it the right way the first time and paying attention to what you're doing. But because I'm me, I could have swore I double checked it, but obviously not. Derp, derp, derp. I am not a smart man. There we go. That orient correctly. Yes. No. What in the world just happened? I think I just screwed up. I think this one was oriented correctly, the one I just fixed, and this one's not. I'll worry about it later. Ugh. You were going to ask me before I forget again. Yes, I'll go to prom with you. Let's see if I can do this one right, because I'm freaking special. I'm waiting with bated breath on your question. See if I can connect this one. Your soners ask, your wife's bracelet turns her wrist gray from the aluminum, so you're going to make her a stainless one. The stainless hacky sack you made does the same thing to your hands, but the bracelet got from you doesn't leave any marks whatsoever and can wear it every day. What can I do to stop that, or what materials or suppliers you need to go to prevent that? Okay, so hang on. Her bracelet turns her wrist gray from the aluminum. That's normal. Okay, stainless hacky sack you made does the same thing to your hands. Okay, so the hacky sack, the rings for the hacky sack might be dirty. That might be the only issue. Do you have a tumbler? Did you ever wash the hacky sack in soap and water? Right, because My hands are a little gray, right? But that's from the black and stainless. It's not from this stuff. The spring seal. You've washed it. Have you ever tumbled it? Okay. Here are my thoughts. Okay. Either your hacky sack is dirty, got a dirty sack, and you're just not able to clean everything off in an efficient manner because, like, all the rings are already woven together, right? Maybe the filler rings are lower quality. That's possible. If they're stainless too, though, probably not. Okay, so yeah, number one cause would be that they're dirty, right? Another cause would be that just the alloy that was used for the stainless causes a rub-off. Not unheard of, but rare, right? Number three, the way stainless reacts to your skin. Is it just your hands? Like, I mean, obviously you're not wearing a hacky sack on a necklace around your neck. You're not wearing it on your wrists or anything. So, like, we don't really know how the hacky sack is responding to the sweat and oils of your body, right? Which would be my third guess, is that maybe not actually stainless. You have got the ones filler from Amazon, the rings used for the ball, or from TRL. Yeah, that very well could be. They might not be stainless. We might not ever know what they are. Right? So, if you're looking for stainless that you shouldn't have any rub-off issues with in a proper alloy, and you've got some money to spend, JoshuaDiliberto.com, right? So that's going to be like your top tier, right? You can try ordering rings from TRL. You will have to wash them. Tom's Ring Shop, I'm told, does quality stainless work. I haven't had the chance to order anything from them. They're in Austria, so there's a delay on the delivery, but I'm told for the price it's high quality and the delivery is not that bad. Grab a handful of rings left over from that order. Yeah. I'd check them. And if you're going to continue in chainmail, I definitely recommend getting a tumbler at some point. Right? It's been a lifesaver for me. Okay, yeah. So those are just my thoughts on it. The rings are dirty. They need to be cleaned efficiently. They're an unknown base metal that's just going to leave gray marks on whatever it touches. You know, it's going to be something like that. And I'm not, you know, I am limited to my own experience in that. So there could be something else that's causing it, but like I said, joshdiliberto.com, expensive but high quality. Should be able to get them out of the bag and weave them together without having to clean them or anything. They should be ready to go. Ringlord, you should be able to get an alloy that doesn't cause any problems unless you have nickel allergies. Well, let's go see. You'll grab this short piece of stainless, wash it, then rub it into your palms. There you go. And I don't know, you know, could be anything. Maybe Mercury's in retrograde and, you know, the stars are not aligned for the sacrifice and it's just, you know, unknown material is always, it's a guess on what's going on. And I'm no metallurgist, that is for sure. So I'm only aware of like common reactions people have. Like when someone has a nickel allergy and their arms break out in little red bumps and become itchy when they wear stainless. Oh, I was talking about products I got to do this winter. I got to do the belts and the guitar straps. I got to do those. And then I've got to do the gas tank bib and the toolkit for my Road King, right? Got to finish up that. And then those will, it's, you know, fall now, soon to be fall, is fall, I don't know. Going to be cold soon, and I won't be able to go outside anyway, so those are good projects for the winter. And I have from now until next spring to get those done. So I don't know about getting anything else done. We'll see. See what happens. I know that I got really just fed up with the saddlebag project. That took me a long time because it was just demoralizing. Really cool when it was done. I was very happy that I did it. But oh my god, it took forever. Alright, so for anybody watching, I got kicked off of TikTok Live tonight for reasons unbeknownst to me. Probably because I said DEAD instead of unalive, which is dumb. But it said sexual misconduct in the complaint. So maybe I got sniped by someone just randomly. They're like, oh, that's dumb, let's report him. Which, that happens, but my appeal didn't go through, and so now I'm off. I'm off there for a week. So, whatever. Get out of here. I'm trying to... for anyone watching, I'm usually here 8:30 to 10 most nights of the week, and hanging out on multiple different platforms because of, you know, you can just get thrown off one. So that's fun. Let's see here. Where is my... That's it. Copy this. is the link to my link tree. The top link is the Mailworks app. If you're looking at this and you want to get started making chainmail yourself, that app is a great place to get started, right? Yep, the Amazon rings are probably the issue. Your hands are completely clean. Huh, okay. So yeah, if you want to get started making chainmail, check out the Mailworks app at the top of that link tree there. A lot of good resources in there, a bunch of stuff I wish I would have had when I first got started making chainmail, and I'm just going to keep trying to make it more and more useful as time goes on. So, please follow, like, share, comment all on all the platforms. I greatly appreciate anyone coming along and watching these streams as I put these projects together. It helps keep me accountable to getting this stuff done, and I've definitely got a lot of progress done. So we are, what was that, 5, 6, 7, so 14, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 21, 13. We have 13 large rings to finish on this piece here, and a bunch of like 72 of these little Byzantine strips. So I have to make a bunch of these, but we're getting somewhere. It's coming together. It's almost done. Soon. Cross fingers. And then we'll get the pipe for the display and hang it up. It'll be cool. So, you have a great night too, Andrew. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming over. I appreciate it. All right, I am going to get out of here. All right, I've got a few more things. It's school night. Got a few more things I got to do before bed, before school tomorrow. Before I get up to take my kid to school. I'm not in school. But you all have a wonderful evening. Thanks for hanging out. I'll talk to y'all later. Excuse me. Oh. All right. Bye.